Well, hello there, Sagittarius. It is so good to see you again. I'm Mary Sue, and I'm so grateful that you're here. Today, we are going to be doing your September general tarot reading. So we'll take a look at the overall energies for the month with the oracle cards, and then we'll move to the tarot for more details. And if you're enjoying the content that I create or resonating with the message, I'd really appreciate it if you would consider commenting, or subscribing. I really do appreciate all of your support. Okay, so we're going to get into this. I know, I cannot believe it's September. And looking forward here, we have this month, we will have in the northern hemisphere, the autumn equinox, and in the southern hemisphere, the spring equinox. So big changes, on the horizon during this month. And I hope you're enjoying the Mars and Gemini energy. I just feel like even in your comments, there's so much enthusiasm about this next 7 months. I did do a video, and I'll make sure that's linked to the end of this one, but you may want to take a look at that for what will occur between now and March of 2023. Oh my gosh, I am so excited for you. Look at this. Up from the depths, releasing difficulty. I mean, look at that, releasing difficulty, literally walking, towards the light, towards the sun, understanding that the worst is over. Oh my goodness. And that's exactly the energy you have had in your readings lately. I mean, really ending that, the feelings of despair almost. I know some of you have even said in the comments, it's, this is the number 6. It could be that it's been 6 years. I know for some of you, it's been even longer than that. I mean, from the comments, it's almost this sense of, is it ever going to end? And this is a sign, yes, you are at the end. Chameleon spirit, act as if. The message I'm getting here is that sometimes when we have been in the depths for a very long time, it's hard to, even when things start going our way, new opportunities, relationships, start coming towards us. We're still thinking, oh my goodness, it's not going to last, right? We still have the energy of the depths. And I feel like this is spirit saying, you're coming out of the dark, right? You're coming out of the dark there and into the bright colors, and for some of you, you may just have to shift your energy into believing or acting as if things have already turned, because I feel like the energies are turning, especially with this Mars and Gemini. The energies are turning your way, but you may still be lingering a little bit with this energy because you're afraid. There could have been, over the last 6 years or so, there could have been times where you thought, oh, things are shifting my way, and then they went back. And so you could be almost like holding your breath. It's kind of like, I'm not sure this is going to last, but it is going to last. Passion and pleasure, savor your life. Oh my goodness. Sag, I mean, you so definitely deserve all of this happiness that is coming your way. Such energy here. I want to say, look, I also feel like there is a little bit, here she's by herself, right? I feel like for some of you, you really have been walking this path, feeling by yourself for some time. Doesn't mean you don't have people in your life, but you could have had this, true sense of, I know when I was kind of going through my spiritual awakening, even though I had people around me, I felt very lonely. That's even lonelier than when you are by yourself, right? Some of you could have been physically by yourself, especially, with what has been going on around the world for the last couple of years. But it's even if you've been with people, you've had family members or friends around you, coworkers, you just felt so detached from them emotionally, right? So there's this sense of loneliness. And I know when I was going through that, it was really terrible because it's kind of like I have people around me, and yet at the same time, I feel completely alone. I felt actually more lonely at that time than I did when I was by myself. So my heart goes out to you, because that's a really difficult energy. but you're coming up out of that. It's like you're walking up these steps, and then look in here, she's dancing and there's other people, right? And it's kind of like a party. It's almost as if you're going from this energy of being by yourself, and almost like, look, like walking really quietly and sullen. And then here you're dancing and enjoying your life. Oh my goodness. And for some of you, it may be that you just have to act this way. You may not yet feel emotionally ready to have passion and pleasure and play in your life. Sometimes we have to, it's kind of like fake it till you make it. It could, I don't think we should fake everything, right? I mean, we want to be authentic, but sometimes we do have to go through a short period of time where we're faking it until our heart catches up with it, So just give some thought to that. I know when I was coming out, I feel like some of you may be coming out of a dark night of the soul. I know when I was coming out of that, for me, I had to go out with friends and family members. I had to get into this energy, and I really had to almost like give myself a pep talk to do it, like really almost like force myself to do it. But then once you do it a couple of times, it doesn't take very long. All of a sudden your heart catches up with it. So give it a try. Especially, oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. All that glitters. Okay, to me, this is so interesting that this is the chameleon. This is like faking it until you make it. Because it's not like you're faking it for long, Sag. Don't feel like you're giving up on your true authentic self, okay? It's just a way to help your energy to shift, okay? Because you have been in the depths so long. It's almost as if, okay, it's like this. If you were in a really dark room, somebody had a reading like this the other day. It may have been you. If you were in a really dark room or a cave or something like that, and then you came out into the bright sunshine, right? So you were in this total darkness and then went out into the sunshine. What you would have to do is kind of, you'd be like blinding, the sun would be so blinding. So you may actually like cover your eyes or squint, it's kind of like you have to go through that little bit of a transition from the darkness into the bright light. It does not take that long. If you think about it, your eyes adjust very quickly to the sunshine, but you're going to have this short period where, you may have to just fake it for a little bit. But once again, it's just a short time, and it's not about pulling away from your true authentic self. Yeah, because, oh my gosh. And then look at this underneath here. Yeah. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. It just keeps getting better and better. This is what you have to look forward to in this month, to me, it's kind of like in the next months, like it's going to continue. I feel like you have this like a little bit of an energy. It's not going to last. It may start coming in and then you're like, oh, it's not going to last. You're going to be like, I think I'll just hang out here on the steps because it's not worth kind of walking up these steps to go into the bright sunshine because I'm just going to have to walk back down. But it's going to last. You're going to be there. You have the sacred temple. You're on your spiritual path. You've been on this path. You've been awakened. But now it's kind of like, look, it's kind of like, here's your path. It's all bright and illuminated for you. For a long time, you may have felt, I'm in the dark. I don't know what my path is. I don't know where I'm going. You may have felt cut off from your spirit guides or something like that. Now the path is totally illuminated for you. And look at this, the healing light and happy success. Both of these are talking about releasing the difficulty, right? Up from the depths, coming into this sense of passion and pleasure, or enjoying your life. It's not, I don't feel like it's just about the abundance. It's this total fulfillment down deep within your heart. Your heart is being opened up to this wonderful energy. And it's like, yes, I am ready. Your arms are wide open. Yes, I am finally ready for this. So let's go to the tarot. We're going to first take a look at your present energy, and then we're going to look at any obstacles or blocks that you might have this month. Now, remember, your obstacles are exactly what you're working on to overcome during this month. So you will overcome these obstacles, and then advice from Spirit to help you to move out of any blocks that you have more quickly. Okay, so let's take a look at your present energy. You have the Three of Swords, okay? Now, you transition out of this very quickly. I think this is you still being disappointed. The Three of Swords, a lot of times we think of that with a romantic relationship or a relationship. But I feel like this is really an energy of being disappointed in life. Being disappointed in perhaps even in yourself. Like, why can't I overcome this energy? Why can't I just run up these steps and get into the sunlight? It's almost as if you're kind of like, oh, I just don't even know if it's worth the energy. But it is, because look at what you also have in your present energy. So you're transitioning from this into, look at, she's wearing yellow, this bright light, the happy. It's such a bright, and it's almost like it's too intense. To me, it's almost like this energy is too intense to be able to take in at the beginning. So it's kind of like to transition from this into this overnight, right? Is difficult. It's almost as if you have to realize, okay, I'm moving out of this, right? I just have to kind of pretend, right, that I'm already in this to help my heart. I really feel, because this Three of Swords, your heart has been broken. I have to help my heart to understand that the worst is over. The sunshine is coming out. I am going to be happy again. You just embracing, believing that this is coming your way. And I know from your comments, a lot of you have been talking about, you can just tell, you're starting to believe that the tide has turned, that this energy is coming for you, opening up for you. And that's part of it. I think it's interesting because my throat is like closing up. It's almost as if maybe it is about the words, because Mars in Gemini is all about the words that we use, right? And that's good until March. I feel as if maybe part of this is not just acting it, but saying it to yourself, to believing, using the words that I know the sun is rising for me. We have the Ten of Swords. I have my cards upside down. We have, with the Ten of Swords, there's this energy of, oh my gosh. Yes. So you have the Hermit card. You're coming out of the Hermit energy, right? You're seeing the options that you have. And then it's kind of like you're stepping into this energy of being childlike again, of wanting to dance. I was a teacher, and it always amazed me. There's kids, the younger they are, the more they're in this energy of just being who they are. And it's kind of like, they'll dance or they'll sing, they have no qualms about putting themselves out there in a way, right? Because it's kind of like, yeah, I am who I am. It's not until they get older that we start, you're being too silly, oh, you dance funny, right? I mean, the younger they are, especially like 2 and 3, they're like, yeah, this is me, and they love it. I feel like that's you. You're stepping into this energy of reconnecting with that part of you that is childlike, that doesn't really care what anybody else is thinking. It's almost like you're so happy that it's like, yeah, I'm embracing this. I'm going for it. I'm going to feel every single moment of this. I'm not going to hold back. So let's take a look at your obstacle. Okay, so your obstacle is this, I really feel, is an area of resistance. It's not really an obstacle. It's allowing this energy to come in. So the yin is the divine feminine. We all have divine feminine and masculine. I feel like you're almost, it may be too much in your divine masculine, too much of doing, okay? of, being very concerned about finances or what you're producing, what you're building. There's a lot of energy there. And it's about a little bit of allowing the universe to bring things to you and to accept them. Okay. Because over here we have the 7 of Cups. I feel like you have a lot of options coming your way, but it could be that you're a little bit still in that divine masculine energy of wanting to pick the exact perfect cup, right? Because you're so concerned about all of the disappointments you've had in the past. So it's kind of like, well, I don't want to pick the wrong cup, because if I pick the wrong cup, then I'm going to go back into this. But it's understanding, know that the wisdom that you have gained when you have been in these depths, you have turned your intuition on. You're going to be able to choose the best cup for you at this time, the cup that will help you to become, or to grow, to progress, to evolve into your highest self. So, to me, the cups, and for some of you, it could be love, a love offer coming in. But the cups to me are just, opportunities, new doors opening for you, perhaps new job offers, new business offers, new love offers, new friends, it can be anything, because these are all coming in from the universe. You see how we have all of these clouds and everything behind here? It's almost as these are coming in from the universe, from your spirit guides, from your angels. They're gifts of love from the universe that are coming in. And it's about just stepping into, they're kind of showing it to me like a candy store, like a kid in a candy store, right? I have 2 little granddaughters, and, if you take a child to a candy store or an ice cream store, okay, I have an ice cream store, really nice ice cream store near me. And when I take them in there, it's like, it'll take them 10 minutes. It's almost like they want a little taste. You know how they'll give you a little taste of the different ice creams? It's like they spend, I think sometimes they enjoy, all right, making their choice of what kind of ice cream they want. They almost enjoy that part of it more than actually getting the ice cream and eating it. Because it's almost like it's, savoring, a little bit like they want to savor the choice. It's about getting into this childlike energy of, what would I like? Instead of, I better make the right choice, or else I'm going to go back to this. So we feel like it's about allowing. Your obstacle here is about allowing these choices to come in, and allowing, because the divine feminine is very much your heart choosing, where the divine masculine is very much about being up in the head and analyzing the different choices and making pros and cons of everything, right? This is, I'm choosing from my heart. What does my heart, just like a child, what does my heart really want? Because look at what we have. We have the Ace of Cups, and we have new beginnings. I feel like for a lot of you, it is a love relationship coming in, or, a really good dear soulmate coming in. It is something new. It's kind of like you may have had some options that didn't really you weren't excited about, you didn't have this energy about, and then suddenly something is coming in. For some of you, you could have intuitively known there's something better out there for me. Like, okay, I have all of these options, but they're not really calling to me. This is really opening up a new path. And I do feel like for some of you, it could be love, but if it's not a romantic relationship, it's something that you're in your heart, you are going to love. It's almost as if, if it's a new job, if it's a new business, if it's, a new place to live or something like that, maybe a new house, maybe you've been looking at different houses to purchase, but one hasn't really caught your heart's desire. It's something is coming in that you are truly going to love, that you're going to be like, wow, I am so excited. It's like, yeah, let's throw a party, So let's go to your advice. Okay, so you have the travel card and you have the Ace of Pentacles. So you have, I want to say, you are at the beginning of a new cycle. You are releasing the difficulties of the past and you are truly going into a new cycle. This is the energy, okay, of perhaps a new opportunity. We have the travel card. So this could be actually moving. It could be moving to a new city. It could be moving to a new house. It could be moving to a new job. Okay. Maybe working for a new company or being promoted within a company. It could be the opportunity to travel. But with the Ace of Pentacles is always a little something coming in from the universe. Once again, an option coming in for you. This is something that you can grow. With a pentacle, it's like a seed. You can plant this seed, whether it's the seed of a new relationship, a seed of a new job, opportunity, whatever it is, it's kind of like you can plant it. It's one pentacle, but if you nurture it and you take care of this pentacle, it will grow to 10 pentacles, right? So it'll grow to something big and substantial that you will have for a very long time. We also have the soulmate card. So, I really try not to go too much to the romance, but I do feel like for some of you, there is this opportunity, a person coming in, right? That is a relationship. The soulmate card can be a romantic relationship, a deep friend connection, or even a business partner. So for some of you, it could be a business partner, but whatever this connection is, okay, it is something, it's a seed to plant. It's about really nurturing this, understanding that there is something to celebrate in this relationship. It is going to grow into something that is happy success, right? Coming into something that is fabulous, that is going to go the distance. Really lovely energy. Okay, so let's go to your Soul Truth card and see what we have here. How can I surrender even more in this moment? Okay. So I'm going to read the back of this and then let's talk about this for a second. It is essential to have clear, strong intentions of what we desire, but it's equally important for us to detach from the outcome. It's time to surrender. Let the universe have some breathing room to work. Let go of the wheel and trust so deeply that your trust turns into gratitude for what you cannot see yet. Okay? What you cannot see yet, but you know is coming, right? And I know from reading your comments, so many of you are in that energy of, okay, I just can tell I have this and shift in my energy, right? And it may not be high all the time, right? But when you start feeling this coming up a little bit, you may be teetering back and forth at this time because you're still moving into this new energy. But when you feel it being high, it's about celebrating it. Okay, I know it's coming, and keeping it as high as you possibly can for as long as you can. It's part of the act as if, right? And when this starts coming back in, it's about like turning on music. I mean, I have said that before. My best thing to do when I'm feeling a little bit in this energy, right, is to turn on music that I love and start dancing and singing, being that 2-year-old, 2, 3, 4, 5-year-old, right, that isn't afraid to dance and allow their heart to sing. Moving our body is the best way to get out of our head. So this is all in your head, right? This is all in your heart, and that's where you're going. It's like you're choosing your new beginning from your heart, not from your head. So surrendering, okay? Surrendering is a little bit about acting as if, of believing that this is coming in and saying, you know what, universe, one of the things I learned when I was in the depths is that you will bring me the best options for me, right? And if I choose from my heart and not from my head, right? If I choose from my heart, it's going to turn into this, right? It's going to be something that I can plant, that is going to be a true soul connection in some way, that's going to be highly successful, it's going to bring me so much joy and love in my life. Wow. I am so excited for you, Sag. I am so excited because I know you really and truly deserve this. You've been through the depths. You have. You've been through the depths, and now it's kind of like the tides are turning. The sun is coming out. It's bright. Look at the sun is not covered by the clouds. The clouds are parting, and the sun is coming out for you. Well, I'm going to leave it there. That is just such a lovely reading. I do personal readings. If you're interested, the link is in the description box below. I'd really be honored to do a reading for you. And I really appreciate all of your support through liking, commenting, subscribing. And I hope to see you again really soon. Bye for now.